What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the one and only Fragrance Fraternity. You know how we're doing it here. We are keeping it fragrant. We are keeping it smelly, and we are keeping it just fantastic. Hopefully today on your pre-Thanksgiving live stream, we're going to be talking about what we're going to be wearing this Thanksgiving. So go ahead, drop your shit of the day, but also go ahead and drop what you're going to be wearing on Thanksgiving and maybe the food that you're looking forward to most, because it is a food holiday after all. No scent of the day right now. I was wearing a little bit of that Roja Elysium sample that I had in my little kit. So I was wearing that to the gym. Pretty good gym fragrance. Doesn't last too long. Nice blue fresh shower gel type thing going on at a high quality perfumery level. So perfect for the gym. And yeah, I enjoyed it. So let me go through the chat. No real agenda today. I got just a couple random fragrances that I've been interested in or that I've been wearing a lot. So we can chat about those, but no real agenda. The conversation will take us where it may, as it always does. And yeah, we'll just have a good time here. Not sure how long we're going to go. There is a stream with TLTG and George Zaharov coming up at 4 o'clock. So definitely going to wrap up before that. But, you know, just maybe a little bit of a pregame here at the Fragrance Fraternity for that stream is what I was thinking. Gian, good to see you, my guy. Scent of the day, Wile Parfum. Absolutely a perfect everyday fragrance. Well done. Macy's had a great sale on it. Got myself a big bottle. Well, congratulations, and may you wear it in good health, Mr. Gian. Thanks for being here. You're smelling fantastic. It is a great everyday wear. Definitely the Y for the guy in the 30s. Like if you're wearing YEDP, I think that's good for your 20s. But once you get to your 30s, I think it's time to elevate to Wile Parfum. You're smelling great. Joel is in the building. What's up, Joel? My one and only moderator. Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Eau de Parfum, beautiful cherry fragrance. I'm still very behind on the Guerlain game, but heard great things about that one, Joel. You're smelling fantastic from what I've heard. Smooth operators in the building. What's going on, Smooth? Thanks for being here. Scent of the day, Initio Side Effect. Okay, pulling out a stunner today, warming it up for Thanksgiving. Got to get the nose ready, but you're smelling fantastic. Thanks for being here. Giancarlo, what's going on, sir? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Zara Shamanilla. Okay, never tried any of the Zara fragrances. For some reason, the Zara by me, they don't have fragrances, which is strange. I know. I always keep hearing about these Zara fragrances. I hear they're pretty good, but every time I go to a Zara store in my area, they don't have fragrances. It's kind of strange. Where are you guys finding these Zara fragrances? Maybe the stores by you have them. That's the only thing I could think of. Joel's dropping some turkeys in the chat. There you go, Joel. Drop some biscuits and gravy too, if they have that. Patrick is here. What's up, man? Patrick, nice to see you. Happy early Thanksgiving. Scent of the day, Gucci Guilty Elixir. I am working on your decant set here, so expect some messages from me probably today, and I'll probably get that sent out to you on Friday. I was a little bit under the weather earlier this week, but I'm fully recovered now, so I'll be able to get that out to you. And yeah, I'm just trying to unload some of these decants that I have because they're piling up, and I'm a little overwhelmed with all the decants in the building. So I'm gonna shoot some out to Patrick and probably shoot some out to Vince too. What's going on, Mr. Kix Griffey in the building? I saw his message. Let me just post it here. Where is it at? There it is. Kix Griffey in the building. Catch this man at 11 o'clock on YouTube in the morning if you want to get your day started off with some fragrance talk. Nice and early. Coming to you straight from Southern California, representing the West Coast, the best coast. Scent of the day, Insurrection 2 Dark. Ooh, Yak Mob, drop it on him. There you go, Kix, man. You're killing it. As always, you're a real one. Told you that this morning. I'm going to tell you again because you are Kix Griffey approved here at the Fragrance Fraternity. Good evening, Fragrance fam. Hello to you as well, Mr. Jason. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, indeed. Scent of the day is Amarud Oud After Dark. Well, that is a perfect Eve scent. Not really familiar with the House of Amarud, but I know that's some like top level, top of the top, creme de la creme, you know. So I'm sure you're smelling fantastic. Nice choice. Thanks for being here, most importantly. What's Patrick saying? I have 3 choices I'm thinking out for Turkey Day. Either 1 million Privé. Okay, go ahead and flex on them. Boss Bottled Absolute. Hitting them with the new goodness, that new hotness. PDM Hobdon. Suggestions from the chat. You know, I'm gonna let the chat handle this one. You guys give me your suggestions because I've not. I think I've tried Hobdon like a long time ago, but the other two don't have any experience with. So I'm gonna leave it up to the chat. Let the fraternity make the call on this one. Leaving it up to you guys. Let's see who else we got here today. Who have I not seen? Mr. Vince, Mr. Vincent, Mr. Dua himself. Mason Diaba, Silent Night. Okay, Son of the Night. Thanks for being here, my guy. Hopefully, you got a good workout in today. Hopefully, you wore something from Hugo Boss at the gym, or maybe you wore Neffs to the gym. Actually, that'd be even better if you wore Neffs to the gym. Liverpool FC Lancaster Bomber. Okay, never seen this name before. Welcome, sir, to the fraternity. I don't know what the heck that word means, and yeah, I don't know what that is. So, care to explain, please? That a British thing? That must be like an English thing that I'm just not familiar with. Please explain, sir. Vincenzo. Oh, that's a good little nickname for him there. Sorry, USA Online. Okay, you guys just blind buy worrying it with the Zaras, just full on blind buy warrior Zara Nation type thing. Respect for you there. That's a bold move. Me and Dakota have been praising it for a while. Well, you have great taste, Joel. I have a running list of recommendations, and I think almost half of them are Joel Matrix recommendations because the man has good taste. What can I say? Let's see who else we got here in the building. I think that might be. I think there might be everybody. Let's see. I'm the one that recommended it to him. Okay. All right. Yeah, Joel, do you know what he's talking about? Because I have no idea what he's talking about. He's talking about football or soccer, as we say in America. Liverpool FC, they beat Real Madrid. Okay, everyone's hyped about this soccer slash football game. Well, that's cool. I don't really have a soccer team per se. Um, I think I like the Spurs. That's like my team. I've never really watched them, but the Spurs because yeah, I'll just go with that. That's the only team I have any sort of affiliation with. Yeah, I know Liverpool. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that is either. I got to look it up now. Now it's got me stumped. All right, I'm looking it up now. Okay, great. Um well, no, that's not it. All right, I'm not going to take too much time on this. It's probably nonsense. Um yeah, I don't know. The phrase put the markers on. I'm going to actually have to read this in English. The phrase put the markers on something slash somebody is an informal British English idiom that means to stop something from happening or to bring bad luck to somebody, to something or somebody. For example, we're going to have a barbecue, but the rain put the markers on that idea. How do you guys like that British accent? Not bad, right? Yeah, we do have the LA Galaxy. I actually have gone to a game of theirs before, but you know, MLS and these England, these European teams, it's like different level of competition, right? But yeah, Joel, you like my British accent? Should I do the rest of the stream in my British accent? Um, I I studied at Lancaster University for 3 years to become a Mako miser. I swear he's trolling. I swear he is, but I don't know what this word is. So you can do a better accent. Yeah, I need it. Maybe if I warmed up a little bit, I need to watch a couple scenes from Harry Potter, and it'll get me going. It's like one of the only accents that I could attempt to do, but I'm sure if there was actually somebody here from England listening, they'd be thoroughly offended. Flight about to take off. Just stopped in to hit the like button. I appreciate that, William. Have a safe flight, my guy. Enjoy your travels. Have a great Thanksgiving with the fam. All right, so let's talk about some fragrances. Hey, and I can, not make this just an hour of me completely embarrassing what dignity I have left in this world. So I've been wearing this one a lot. I was just gathering some fragrances that, Thanksgiving, it makes you, it's like a happy time. You're with family. Hopefully, I mean, you're eating food. The morale is up. The morale is heartwarming. It is, it's a welcoming time. It's just a time that you feel good. So I was thinking, what fragrances kind of invoke that? When I wear these fragrances, I just feel good and they bring me positivity. So Mojave Ghost is one I've been repping a lot. You can't really tell. I mean, this is a big 100 ml, but I really like the way that this one comes across. I discovered this one back in Vegas in July. Remember, if you know if you guys remember, I think no, it was back in June that I went to Vegas and I had a little trip over there. We talked about that on a stream a while back, and they had a lot of these Byredo products in the hotel, like the lotions and the soaps and whatever. And Vince, this is your opportunity to call me bougie. This is it. Q. And they had Mojave Ghost as the shampoo and everything. So I kind of really got hooked on this fragrance and really enjoyed it. And I kind of had my eye on it for a while and ended up seeing it for a good price. Ended up buying it. I went through a 10 ml and killed that whole 10 ml. So I knew it was a scent profile I was going to really get some enjoyment out of. And I do enjoy it a lot. It is a fresh fragrance, but it lasts a really, really long time. You could really wear this all year round. Although I think it's perfect for a city like Las Vegas where it gets really freaking hot. Like this works in the really high heat. It's got this ambrette. It's got a little bit of musk. It's got a bit of a floral component. It a little bit to the feminine leaning side, I'll admit. But it's not so crazy feminine. It's really just a clean, off a safe scent that lasts a really long time, surprisingly long time for the scent profile. And also, what else do I want to say about this fragrance? I like it more than Bal de Freak. That's the one thing. I know Bal de Freak's really popular. My mom actually wears Bal de Freak. I think that fragrance is nice. I just prefer Mojave Ghost a little bit. And they do have another fragrance that's excellent, more so for the winter, that's pretty new. It's called Animalique. Let's actually take a look at that one. It's called Animalique. And I saw Alexandria just launched their clone version of it. Don't really have intentions of picking it up, but I'm sure it'll be great. I'm a big fan of Alexander. I think they do really nice work. So let's check out the Animalique because I think that's a cool one to kind of share with you guys that I haven't really heard anybody else talk about. So I'd like to, give you guys the goods, put you on to some game of a new fragrance that you may have not heard of. So let me do that. Let's go screen share and let's go here. There is the genie from the original Aladdin, R.I.P. Robin Williams, one of the goats. And if you guys end up going on this Fragrantica page, this is not updated. I kind of started that a while ago and haven't really updated it. Maybe I'll get back to that. But Animalique, I'll show you guys this one. It reminded me a little bit of Baby Cat, but not exactly the same. But it kind of put me in that mindset. And I only smelled it one time, but it definitely made an impression on me. So if you guys have these Byredos anywhere near you, just check this one out. It really stands apart from the line. One kind of hesitation I had with Byredos, a lot of them they just kind of smelled too similar for me. They have a lot of different fragrances, and I was smelling them, and they all were pretty similar. They had a similar DNA. And then I smelled this one, and I was like, oh, this one is very different, very winter forward, a little bit more challenging, a little bit more to, a fragrance enthusiast, something that people who are a little bit more into this could appreciate. It launched in 2023. So I guess it came out last year, but Oriental floral, bergamot, lemon, violet, mimosa, suede, amber, tobacco leaf. So, and you guys know with these Byredos, it's top of the line quality type stuff. So I really enjoy it. And if you get if you get the chance to get your nose on it, I think you should check that one out too. Let me get caught up in the chat and then I'll just keep telling you about more random fragrances. Let's see, where was I? Right here. It's got half a bottle of RMS in my bathroom that I've had for about 30 years. Interesting. Is it still good or has it gone bad? Because they tell you not to keep it in the bathroom. And they supposedly the fragrances have like a 5-year expiration life. But a lot of people have fragrances that have lasted 30, 40 years and they still smell great. And I personally have some fragrances that I've owned for at least a decade and they still smell fine. So I'd be interested to know if your bottle still smells good 30 years later and keeping it in the bathroom where they pretty much tell you not to. Mojave Ghost is fire. I'm glad that you like that one, Kix, and gotten a chance to get your nose on it. My favorite is still Bal de Freak, and I don't blame you. Bal de Freak seems to be the more popular choice from the house, and it is also an excellent fragrance. Good evening from Lakeland, Florida. What's up, Kevin? Good evening to you as well. Thanks for joining us here on this pre-Thanksgiving stream. We can talk about some fragrances before we stuff ourselves and significantly diminish our appearance. Patrick always wanted to try Ball de Freak. Heard it's described as sparkling, fizzy Sprite scent. That's I've heard the Vibrant Vetiver Delight. I've heard that described as like sparkling fizzy Sprite. I don't really get that from Ball de Freak. I've never tried the clone. I've only tried the real one, so I can't really tell you how close they are. But I don't really get a Sprite vibe from Ball de Freak. I mean, I get this floral type vibe, kind of similar to Mojave Ghost. It's just like, it's similar to it, but it's just a little bit different of a twist. Yeah, I don't. Sprite does not come to mind when I smell that one. I would say Bohemian Lime from Goldfield and Banks is closer to Sprite, something like that. Um, yeah, I would. If you're looking for a Sprite type scent, that's the one that I would recommend. There's others too, but that's kind of the one that's sticking in my mind right now. When I think of Sprite, I think of Bohemian Lime from Goldfield and Banks. Speaking of Baby Cat, Fragrance Lord has 100 ml Baby Cat for $258. That's a great price. Caught me a bottle, and they're having a great sale. That is a good price. Jason coming through with the hookups. Yeah, I was able to snag myself a really good deal this morning, and I'll tell you guys about it if you want, but I feel like if I tell you about it, it'd be a little bit snobbish, be a little bit of a humble brag. Vince has really developed my humble attitude here, so try not to brag as much as maybe I used to, pre-Vince, but he's got me grounded now. He's really helped me build my character up a little bit. And also it's now sold out, the bottle that I bought. So I don't want to like tell you guys about something and be like, oh, it's sold out though. Like I got this, but you can't. Yeah, it seems kind of douchey. Bottle. Yeah. No worries. No worries. Patrick's Life. Paris Corner, Emir Vibrant Vetiver Delight is like Sprite. Yeah, the clone. Okay, Ball de Freak is the same, but add some flowery scent. Okay, yeah, see. Joel's picking up what I'm putting down here. Exactly. The real deal is more floral heavy, definitely. If anything, won't be my style if it leans too feminine. Yeah, Patrick, it's all subjective, right? Personally, I find the Ball de Freak more feminine than Mojave Ghost, but there's an argument really for both being kind of feminine. But in my opinion, the Ball de Freak is even more feminine, even though I think more guys wear Ball de Freak. So yeah, it's all very it's all very subjective. Oh my god, I see Vince. Yeah, okay, fine. Fine. I gave you a little bit of a prequel, so it can cover my ass a little bit. But anyway, I got let me pull it up here. So I told you I was wearing that Roja Elysium this morning. So I decided to look into the Parfum Cologne, because as good as the Pour Homme Cologne lasts, screwing up these names, but it doesn't last. Yeah, multitasking is not a strength of mine, as you can see while I'm trying to pull up this and also articulate my thoughts here. So, Roja Elysium. All right, so this is the one that I have the little sample of. It's the blue one, the cologne, right? Yeah, the Parfum Cologne. It's really nice. It's seriously amazing while it lasts. The problem is that the performance is not great on it. And I don't know if it's just because I went to the gym, but like I got a couple hours out of it, and I was smelling my skin later, and I was like, it was gone. So I decided, I've never even smelled this version, but I figured why not? Might as well get the more like concentrated one. So this Elysium Pour Homme Parfum, I got this for $146. Yeah, $146. It was a crazy deal, guys. I was really hyped, and it was $176 on Fragrance Buy. For the 100 ml, not sure. The 50 ml was even more expensive. The 50 ml was like over 200, and the 100 ml was 176. So I was like, okay. And then I just had some coupons, from being an addict, saved up, and I've been kind of like saving them up on an expensive one that I could really get a good price on. And I figured why not? This type of scent profile, I mean, it's California boy approved. It's pretty much, the type of fragrance that I could find myself using and really enjoying, easygoing, but still quality and elegant and all that. Yeah, Elysium Parfum from 146. That's what I'm saying, Patrick. Like God knows I don't need another bottle. But I couldn't pass up getting this for 146, especially like 7 years ago. What was this retailing for like 500 or something? So even if I end up using it and selling it a couple years down the road, I feel like I'm gonna be able to get all my money back if I wanted to. So felt like that was a pretty smart move. Hop on that while I could. But yeah, and I just checked this morning because I was on Kix Griffey's live stream. Couldn't contain my excitement. Have to tell someone when I buy something. I can't just keep it to myself and be humble. Got to brag. It was already sold out, so I think I got the last bottle. So yeah, but if you guys see some good deals, you want to hook us up. We got like 12 people here. We got the hardcore members of the fragrance fraternity here. So if you guys have seen some killer deals, go ahead and drop them. And help people save some money. We're always looking for those killer deals in this little squadron. Let me get back to the chat. Fine. Yeah, I think that's where I was. Molinard, Ginjon Bray is kind of that. Yeah, definitely also in that same vein. Yep. It's also both of the Bohemian Lime and the Ginjon Bray are kind of similar to Dior Homme Cologne. Maybe a little bit less citrusy, and both are actually higher quality than the Dior, which is kind of crazy to say. But yeah, Molinard is an excellent, excellent house. I have two fragrances from them, Lavande and Ginjon Bray, and they're both just fantastic. And I believe that's a Joel Matrix recommendation, Molinard Ginjon Bray. Really love that one, especially in the summer. It's one of my favorite, really like just citrus forward. I prefer to Dior Homme Cologne. It's seriously excellent. Molinard is crazy good value. I'm looking into, I think they have one called Vanille Patchouli. The perfume guy said that was his favorite one. So that one's kind of like the next one on my radar. You can get them for under $40. Quality is insane on them. What do you think of for your Thanksgiving scent of the day? I have it in mind already. It is going to be this puppy. It's a Tar Kaltat Night. This is what I'm going with for the Thanksgiving scent of the day. It's a nice cherry, apple, and cinnamon type fragrance. Definitely getting more of the cherry coming out as it's matured a little bit. And just a fantastic fragrance that Joel told me about. It's been in the conversation every time, French defense would be brought up. Joel would be quick to mention a Tar Kaltat Night. And I was kind of steering away from these Middle Eastern fragrances, but I tried this one, and I've tried Ahmed Al-Maghribi's Blue Oud, and I'm kind of like into the Middle Easterns again. They've reignited my appreciation for them. But yeah, this one's fantastic. If you guys like the cinnamon apple Yankee candles, I find this one kind of similar to that. A lot of cinnamon in the opening, and a lot of apple, and then cherry as it dries down. So just fantastic stuff. Gourmand, but I think this is a perfect like Thanksgiving scent. It's going to work well. Going with my brother, his wife, and their 1-year-old kiddo. We're going to go have a little barbecue, a little turkey, hopefully as well. So that is the plan here. Now you're just bragging. Yeah, I know. I got it started, and then I couldn't, the demons just came out basically. Dior Homme Cologne and Jimmy Choo Man Ice 2, kind of the same. Yeah, there is a quality drop off with Jimmy Choo Man Ice, but if you're just kind of first starting off, building up your collection, I had Jimmy Choo Man Ice for a long time. I wore it for a long time before, I was too far deep down the rabbit hole, and I think it's really excellent, especially I don't remember how much you can get those now, but I think under $30 you can get Jimmy Choo Man Ice. Yeah, it's fantastic for the price range, and especially for the summer. I like Jimmy Choo Man Ice. I really do. And the atomizers on those Jimmy Choos are insane. Like some of the best in the game, really. I think I still have my Jimmy Choo Man Ice, but I think it's in a closet or something. I have too many fragrances everywhere at this point. Really, seriously, it's an overload. My favorite one is Mancera. Yeah, Mercedes-Benz Cologne. Yeah, definitely a stunner. Also in that same kind of scent profile. I did get a chance to try it. A while ago, there was like a little sampler set. Look out for those little sampler sets. But it was a Mercedes-Benz sampler set, and that was one of the fragrances that was in there. So I was lucky enough to get my nose on it. Um, I think I mean, it's in that same scent profile, but fantastic option. Sadly discontinued, but probably the best Mercedes-Benz fragrance for the summertime, at least. We're all dreaming of summer now that it's getting cold, right? Um, Polo Red is my only cologne. Hey, that's no worries. Avatar, good to see you. And it's okay, man. It's fine. You don't need any fragrance really. It's all just extra, you know. It's all just kind of for fun, for entertainment. That's kind of why we have so many. So it's something that we really enjoy. And for a good amount of my life, I only had one fragrance, and really it's not a big deal, man. You can just have that one fragrance and rep it. My father has worn the same fragrance for at least 30 years of my life that I know. He's worn the same damn fragrance. So if you find one that works for you and you want to rock with it, ain't nothing wrong with that. We got the man, TLTG Reviews. What's up, my guy? You know that I gotta just drop the link. If he wants to come on, he's always welcome. I always love it when he does. No pressure as always, but the link will be dropped. You best believe we dropping the link right now. All right, link's getting dropped. All right. Never had a Polo Red, never smelled them either. Well, Gian, if you are at the rack stores at all, I think you shop at them from what I remember. Check out Polo Red Eau de Parfum. It does tend to come up a lot, and it is fantastic. Polo Red EDP is my favorite Polo Red. They have the EDT, which is also pretty good. There's like a bunch of different versions, really. The Parfum, I'm not as big a fan of. It has like a coffee note, and I just didn't care for it as much, to be quite frank. But the EDP, keep your eye out for that one. It is absolutely phenomenal. I can almost guarantee you're going to love it because I know you have a somewhat similar scent profile, like taste to mine, and I think it's absolutely fantastic. I would be shocked if you didn't like it. I'm looking to get more. I just don't know what to look for. Well, I mean, I'm happy to give you some recommendations if you want to just maybe give me a little bit more information about maybe kind of what you're hoping to use your fragrance for. Is it something that you wear every day? Is it something that you're going to be wearing to work? Maybe give me like if you have some, do you want something similar to Polar Red, something easygoing? Are you going to save it more for special occasions? Maybe your price range, maybe, you know, what you do for work, maybe a little bit about yourself. I can kind of try to think of a fragrance that might suit your personality. Just give me a little bit something about yourself that I can use to formulate an opinion and give you a good recommendation that I can, you know, that could maybe suit you, or at least you can try and see how it works for you if you're even interested in that. Or I mean, feel free to just hang out and chat. Really, you don't never feel like you guys have to buy anything just because you're here or whatever. You know, we're just here having a good time, and fragrance just happens to be the thing that we can all talk about and connect over. But really, this chat goes a lot of different ways. What's a good everyday, all year round fragrance, preferably under $200? Parfums de Marley Percival. This is, if I had to get rid of everything and I could only keep one fragrance, it might just be this one. A little bit similar to Fierce, but just like more defined, more refined is the word I was looking for. More going on, higher quality, more interesting, more deep, more complex, and more sophisticated. But a clean, classic men's fragrance that you can wear every day, all year round. People are going to tell you smell great. You're going to get compliments. It's like a guarantee with this fragrance. Ladies love it. Pretty much everybody loves it. I love it. Most people who know about fragrances love it. It may be, you know, too basic for some niche snobs out there, but for 99% of society, for 99% of guys, if you just want to smell good every day and you want a nice quality fragrance for under $200, Parfums de Marley Percival is a fantastic choice that is going to have you covered. If you're familiar with Mont Blanc Legend, it's kind of in that same style of fragrance. You won't maybe stand out, but you're gonna smell freaking amazing, and it's got good performance too. So that's a good recommendation for you. I'll give you more if you want. I mean, I can go on and on and on, but that one just I had it right here, and I wear it all the time too. People in the chat know. Kyler, you absolutely cannot have one fragrance. Well, yeah, for some of us, we can't. For some of the people here, we can't. But you know, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Kyler's really funny, man. They have YSL Late Parfum at Macy's, 120 for a 6.7 ounce bottle. That's a pretty good deal, and that's another fragrance that smells really great that you could wear every single day. That's got some nice refinement, a little bit of apple. It's professional. It's got enough sweetness to work on a date or work when you're going out, but it can also be worn in the daytime. It's not overly sweet or cloying or too powerful or anything. Works really well. YSL Le Parfum. YSL Y Le Parfum is a fantastic everyday option for under $200. Yeah, you could get the 6.7 ounce for 120 from Macy's, and you could be set with that. We're here to help or suggest if you like to. Yeah, yes, sir. This is a good space. Get this guy off YouTube. He's talking about me. Yeah. You can't get me off, Kyler. I'm here to stay, man. You can't get rid of me even if you try, brother. Can I come back in? I don't know. Did somebody ban you? Did Joel block you or something? I don't know. Hope you're doing well today as well today as well. Can't speak today. I don't know what's going on. Looking forward to the stream that you got with George Zaharoff. If anybody does not know, at 4:00 Pacific time, Mr. Ross will be going live with Mr. George Zaharoff, possibly unveiling a new fragrance. Possibly, allegedly. I don't have any insider information. All speculation. Has anyone made any plans? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this guy is just trolling at this point. Joel, you want to get this guy out of here? I feel like he's just trolling. So Joel, you got the green light. Get this guy out of here. Go ahead and block him. I feel like it's like the third time he's brought this weird stuff up. All right, folks. It is my absolute privilege and pleasure to host these Wednesday streams and have this awesome guest join us with his time on Wednesdays. The one and only Mr. TLTG Reviews. How are you, sir?
First and foremost, there is no secretive reveal of any kind. I don't want you to set some kind of false expectation for anyone, because that is not what's going on here this evening.
Okay.
But I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great.
I wasn't going to jump on until you said that, and I was like, no. Let me go correct that for people to start expecting that kind of stuff. You got to remember, what you say is powerful when you're on screen. What you say
True. Yeah, allegedly was the thing. I don't know if the Precious Treasure, if that's coming Friday or when that's happening. Or
what I can say is I refreshed because I sprayed it before bed and I was still smelling it when I woke up. And 8 o'clock, when I set up to film this morning's video, I put one on each forearm and one on the back of my neck. And it is 9 hours and 20 minutes later. Not a skin scent.
Beastly.
Well, and it's not even that it's a beast that's never really calms down. Like, it's the most consistent performing fragrance I've ever worn in my life. That's the biggest difference. This isn't some Burlington 1819 multi-layered, multifaceted, just crazy type of fragrance. It's super mass appealing, high compliment factor stuff. But it's the way it wears. I mean, it smells incredible. I mean, there's no two ways about it. You guys will see, but it's the way it wears and performs. Like, you can spray this one heavy and not overwhelm yourself, and it's just going to make a massive, crazy sillage, because it's so consistent, because you're going to get nose fatigue from it. It's got high quality synthetics in it, but it's also loaded with essential oils. The Bushman's Candle, the main note that it's the story's told around, and so on. Which, for those of you, this is the one tease I'll give for your stream. For any of you that have looked into the Bushman's Candle, that's actually a stem that dies off, that they harvest after the flower parts of it die, that has a natural wax coating to the bark of it. which provides a waxy texture in the aroma oil, and it's an ambery floral smell with a little bit of a wax coating, not an iris waxiness, not the lipstick stuff. But whomever gets to smell it will understand where I'm coming from, because that's the centrally focused oil, essential oil that George went to Namibia and took the video footage that people have seen and stuff like that. That was like 2 years ago he did that. So that's the one thing I haven't said anywhere else that I'll say here now. So there you go.
You guys are getting the teasers here at the Fragrance Fraternity, man. That's what the real ones get over here. So thank you, Ross. Appreciate it.
Indeed. It's exciting, man. It really is. Like I said, it's not his most complex fragrance, but for so many other reasons, it's his most impressive fragrance.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just like me, as they've gotten to know who George Zaharoff is, and they spent more time on your channel, and also just getting to know his work and kind of the man behind the fragrances, they realize, okay, this is actually a really, really nice person who cares about his customers, who puts a lot into his brand, and we want to support a guy like this versus just these companies that we have no connection with.
He really, because he called me randomly when I was like midway through doing chest earlier, because it's getting close to launch and his nerves get going when he always gets, butterflies kind of thing, bringing a new product to the market. And sometimes he just needs to hear the reassurance of something he's already thinking. I won't say what the conversation was, but the usual stuff. Some of you have heard me say this in live streams before, that we go through this every time he drops a fragrance. His nerves get to going crazy. And it's a good problem to have, because there's a lot of anticipation. That's one of the reasons we're doing a stream tonight. It's like, I called him after the stream. I was like, an hour and 20 minutes of my hour and 40-minute stream. This is all anybody wants to talk about. We need to do a stream. You need to come on tomorrow. So that's what we're doing here today.
That's why I never wanted to be a promoter, because they would always be so stressed, like before the show, and like, are people going to come? Like, they're always tripping. And I was like, oh, I can't do promotion, man.
Rafe's doing a little happy dance in the chat. It's the newest comment. Well, second to newest.
I didn't really like Polar Red Parfum either. The absent note kind of threw me off.
Randy hates it because of that.
Yeah, I didn't care for it either. Patrick and I usually see eye to eye on most fragrances, but yeah, I didn't care for it.
I like it,
EDP,
but it's not as good as the Intense, the EDP. Hell, I like the EDT better. Honestly, I like every version, but it's not bad. It's not a bad fragrance. It smells good. It's very wearable. It's just the least like the rest of them when it comes to sharing notes and profile. Like, it starts off a little bit Polar Red, but it starts to become something different. Iris and Absinthe sounds cool, but when you put it in a Polar Red bottle and call it Polar Red Parfum, I want the Polar Red smell in a parfum version. That's what I'm looking for. And when you don't give me that, now it's a disappointment.
Yeah.
Put it in a different bottle. If it's not going to be what you're naming it, put it in a different bottle.
Yeah. That reminds me of the Prada Ocean. It's like they're just using the name, but it doesn't have anything to do with
even the Le Parfum. That is a very rich, smoky vanilla, ambery spice. Like, it's nothing. I don't think sailing out in the ocean. I don't think any of these things when I smell that fragrance. It's a great fragrance, just I think poorly named.
Yeah, it's like, oh, well, the Ocean sold the most, so the next one's going to be Ocean.
Even the original really wasn't all that much to really fit the name, honestly.
That's true. That's true.
It's Caramel and Iris.
That's true. I think the Eau de Toilette is still my favorite of the three.
It's my favorite of the three too. I think because it thickens up so much with the EDP. I know most people prefer the EDP, but I still like the Eau de Toilette the most too. Me and you are here on that. We're out.
Yeah. I won't embarrass. Oh God, this is.
You're not the only person to ever say it. Don't worry.
Okay, yeah, I won't embarrass you. Tell Ross you do. I was pretty
I've had
about being Ross hanging out.
I would love to come hang out in that room and smell fragrance. I get it. It's not the biggest collection on YouTube, but I'm sure it's in the top 10 or 15 or so as far as content creators. It's a big collection. A lot of fragrance.
When you watch someone like day after day, like, you feel like they're your friend, even if they don't know you, and you're like, that's just that kind of thing.
If y'all really want to like an adventure, Sebastian's basement, which is the perfume room, the perfume guy, he's got like 6,000 or 7,000 fragrances, and most of it's he's got a ton of designers, but like he's got quite the library of niche. Yeah, that would be a real adventure. Is Sebastian's collection. His is arguably the most impressive out of the content creators.
Yeah, I know you don't drink, but
No,
out of the two people, I think I'd rather have a beer with.
I
You
get
rank a little
I
higher.
get that a lot. I get that a lot. I'm the have a beer with type. I get it. I appreciate that.
What's up? 5 o'clock. Oh, Jean Bray, very nice from Serge Lutens. I have a 10 ml on the way, and Ross
Yes,
told
you
me
do. I
about
wonder why.
it. Yeah, I was
Sounds
in.
familiar.
I have a couple of 10 mLs from Serge Lutens. I'm looking forward to trying stuff.
I hope you got Shergy coming too, and Ombre
Yes.
Sultan. That's the big three.
Shergy for sure. Not sure about Ombre Sultan, but
Ombre Sultan's the other one. That's the big three. That's the three most popular.
what's Ombre Sultan like?
It's an amber fragrance.
Okay. Fragrance blasphemy. A person who doesn't even like fragrances should have at least 10. At least 10, Kyler? No, man.
No.
Most
One,
people have
maybe two. Maybe.
Yeah, most people have, I don't know, 3, 4 max. Like
most of my childhood friends that aren't like big into it, if it like a big collection for them is like 5.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the majority of my life, I probably had 2 or 3 fragrances, and I was just fine.
Not me.
But
Even
then,
when I was a teenager, I had 10, 15 fragrances.
Yeah.
You don't blow through that first bottle so quick, and I like variety, so I'd get something new, and then Christmas would roll around, and I'd get something else, and birthday, and I'd ask for, or a stocking stuffer, I'd get a new Cody fragrance, like a new bottle of Aspen or something, get my little cheap fragrance in there. Yeah, I was
You're
like
definitely an outlier in that case. Like you were always
most
into
of my
it.
life, man.
You were always into it. That's cool, man. You definitely had the experience. I just got into this hard again. Like I always liked fragrances, but I never like felt the need to like have a bunch or whatever. But
I've always looked at it as a tool in your wardrobe. You have something for church, you have something for the school dances, you have something to wear every day to school. I've always viewed it that way since I was like in 6th grade, 7th grade. It's kind of crazy to think. It's not something that outside of your inner circle of friends that y'all really talk to, because Tommy Hilfiger got popular. Everybody got into Ralph Lauren Polo. Nautica got big on the scene. I know I'm a little bit older than you, but that's how it was in the 90s. And it wasn't just the clothing. It was the men's products to go with it. You get your gift sets that have the duffel bag for Christmas, and all that was all a thing.
You're just a little bit older than my older brother, so I kind of like understand your era because I'm the younger brother, so of course.
Time. I could relive that decade for the rest of my life like Groundhog Day.
Yeah, it was great, man. I was the last generation that grew up without the internet and then after the internet, so it's really interesting.
The days of when your bike was important.
Yeah,
and you knew where everybody was. It'd be 5 or 6 bikes in the front yard somewhere.
MapQuest, man. You wanted to get somewhere,
and see, I
you got to figure that shit out.
MapQuest. Before MapQuest.
Yeah. And they actually had physical maps before that, which is crazy. Yeah, he was just strolling. Yeah, I figured like first time it was funny, but the third time I'm like, all right, this guy's a freaking idiot. Thanks, Joel. I appreciate that. I think that was my first troll. So sick. Let's go.
Congratulations.
I'm getting somewhere in life, man. Let's go. Yeah. Who is this guy?
Yeah, I saw your smart ass comment in my live chat, Kyler.
Got 140.
The man, the myth, the legend, and some guy named Ross. Okay. You're trying to lose that wrench, I see.
Playing with fire, Kyler. Playing with fire.
Mm-hmm. That's the thanks I get, huh, Kyler?
When you and Ross would do videos together in person, I don't know. I mean, he lives kind of on the other side of the country, but
yeah, he's in California and I'm in Florida. We're literally on opposite ends. Not the easiest thing.
We'll see, man. I mean,
maybe one day though, you never know.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be down.
Yeah, for sure. You never know. You never know. That's more of a maybe than an if.
Yeah, just logistically. It's my son's 2nd birthday today. We had a good day. Nice. Happy birthday to your son.
Happy birthday to him as well.
I think that's Rafe, right?
Yeah, it's Rafe. I'm assuming I've always pronounced that right. He never corrects me, so I'm assuming it is Rafe and not Raffy or anything like that.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know.
I pronounce it as it's spelled.
Yeah. I got him a really cool drum machine with scratch pads for kids. He loves it. Thought you appreciate that as a DJ. I do appreciate that, man. Let him have fun with that. Let him jam out. Hopefully he becomes, an accountant or an engineer or something respectable.
So he confused me with his answer. He said, you got it right, but he put a question mark. You got it right? Like he said it as a question. So I'm assuming that was fat fingered. Okay, the question mark's a typo. Never mind. Okay, he fat fingered it. Okay.
You can talk bodybuilding. Ross could spin the ones and twos. Okay, yeah, just a little change up. Well, if you guys see me take my shirt off, you know, that might end the stream right away. So it might get flagged on YouTube as, you know, disgusting, you know, things to show viewers that you get banned for. So we're trying to keep it going, guys. But Blaine, I like the idea. I like the creativity. And Ross would be dropping some hip hop from the South, the bangers. He'd be dropping some Zero.
That's what I do. Anybody that follows me on Instagram hears my taste in music and my stories on both my profiles. A lot of Zero.
Check out his Spotify. I've been jamming it at
my workout playlist. Yeah, there's like 30 something people that use it. Yeah,
I think I'm one of them. A little Linkin Park.
Like 32 people or something like that. There's a lot of diversity on that playlist. It's not just like hard metal and rock or new metal from the 2000s. A lot of old school hip hop, newer stuff. Some stuff you definitely wouldn't expect that just happens to hit right in the gym for some reason.
You know? I like it. It's been working for me. I mean, if I even get half the results that you do, I'll be good.
And it's like 44 hours of music, so it's a ton of music on there.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday to 2-year-old from Mr. Rafe. Watching, he wants to do whatever daddy's doing. Yeah, I mean,
makes sense.
He's going to be asking for a fragrance here soon. Liz Claiborne Curve. Get him going.
You don't see Dad's collection and not be interested, you know.
Get that bottle of Curve ready for him. I think you heard describe the new Zahara fragrance being very modern. Man, does it have some blue sensibility? I don't know if he's ready to speak about that yet.
I would say that's fair to assess, but as far as the relation to those two profiles, zero. Because it does have these specific created aroma molecules. Like the one I did mention in my stream was Orchinox, which is in Evening Mystique. It's of the ambroxan family, but it's more the amber side than it is the musk side. There is a skin musk accord, but I don't want to give too much away here. But yeah, there's a pretty good dose of an ambery version of ambroxan, but it doesn't smell like Sauvage and stuff like that. Like I don't want anybody to, because immediately that's what people are going to think. And when you smell it, that's just not the case. But it is, because George's profiles, especially if you look at the original, the signature Pour Homme, it's very all-world gentleman, timeless type of style, whereas it's that thought process brought in the modern day with the use of high-quality synthetics as well as a bunch of essential oils. So there's a lot of naturals here, and the synthetics that are used are Mon-specific. They're not synthetics that everyone has.
You think Mon is like the top of the top as far as the ingredient houses go?
They're one of the top 2 or 3. Them and Givaudan are like the main 2.
Okay, yeah, that's the only other one I know.
That's where all the like main like designers and niche places and everything. Like I don't have it near me, but like Day 3 gets it. Mike gets his oils from Mon. So I forgot which oil. I want to say Orchinox might have been the oil I had saw in one of his formulas. I was like, you get your oils from Mon. I had him on not too long after. It's like, because that is a trademarked oil from them that they create. So certain, you see Lorinox, that's a Mon oil. Like certain ones, it's like, I know where you get your oils.
Yeah, I was doing a little humble bragging earlier. I don't know if you heard, but I picked up Roja Parfum, the cologne, for $146 on Fragbuy today.
Wait, which one? You didn't tell me which one.
Not the cologne,
but you didn't say which fragrance.
Oh, the Roja Elysium.
Elysium. Okay, so you didn't. Yeah. You said Roja Parfum's cologne. That was all you gave me. I was like, So you got Elysium Parfum.
Elysium Parfum. Yeah.
How much was it?
$146. Yeah, man.
I've never heard of it for that price.
Not a tester.
Not even close.
Just wild, man.
I pulled the cap and smelled that this morning. It's funny that you say that.
I was watching your video and I was like, oh God, I'm so excited.
Dude, that is, and I'll confidently state this, I've said it before, one of the best openings ever created. When you smell that fragrance, you'll understand why it's been cloned to death. Because everybody smells the blue bottle, the Parfum Cologne. It's good. It's not the Parfum. The Parfum is not all that metallic and synthetic smelling. Like Elysium's still got some high quality synthetics, but it's more synthetic smell. much more natural with the parfum. Oh yeah.
Can't
Wait till you
wait.
get your hands on that, man. Oh, I'm excited for you. It's that good. I don't wear it near enough, but it's so good. It's one of his best creations for sure.
I'm stoked. I think
That's
it's like a
a
perfect
must. Just
fragrance.
like I say, it doesn't matter how many clones you want to get of Aventus. Everybody should at least get a decant. Try Aventus. It's an experience to have. I feel the same way about Elysium Parfum. Everybody should experience it. That way, when I say it, none of the clones can match up. People get it and be like, "Oh no, my clone's so great." Well, you've never smelled the original, then. Some of them it's just a big gap. And yeah,
God is good, man.
they can
Endless
get the
blessings.
profile down, but the oil quality, man, that's where the gap is.
Yeah. Can't wait, man. It's my first Roja ever, so I'm
Hey
stoked.
man, you started with a really safe move. You're going to love that fragrance. It's
I'm
the best
excited
one of the three. It's the best performing. It's the most natural smelling. It's just the best of the three.
because I was thinking about getting the what is it, the cologne, the blue bottle. But I was
That's
like,
the safe play too. Everybody likes that fragrance,
if I'm gonna get a Roja, I'm just gonna get the like higher quality one, the one that lasts a little bit longer. And
Well,
yeah,
there's a reason it's more expensive and comes in a smaller bottle.
yeah, I was really shocked when I saw
The
that
oils are
price.
more expensive for that one.
It was 176 for the 100
That's
before any
crazy.
coupons, and I had some coupons and stuff, and it was 146 after my little discounts.
Did you say for the 100? They don't make it in 100 ml.
It was 100 ml of the Roja Elysium Parfum.
Parfum Pour Homme only comes in 50 ml.
Really?
You sure you bought the Parfum?
All right, I gotta look it up
You might have
now.
bought the Parfum. So the Intense, Intense, and Parfum
No.
Cologne come in 100 ml. Parfum
Mm.
only comes in 50.
Okay, I gotta figure this out now. Hold
Where
on.
did you buy it from?
From Fragrance Buy.
So the Parfum Cologne's 181.
Yeah, that's
Parfum's 177. 50 ml's 266. Oh, they started making it in a 100. That can't be right. It shows 177, but the 50 ml is $90 more.
that's what I'm saying, man. The
That's
50 ml is more than the 100.
because they've never made it in a 100 ml unless all of a sudden they started. This box is a 100 ml box. That must be new. Maybe I'm just out the loop and they started producing. But even then, like the 50 ml is $90 more than the 100.
That's what I'm saying, man. I
I mean,
couldn't
look, I'm
believe it.
hoping you get 100 ml of the Parfum shows up at your door. That'd be great. But until I guess this is recent, it only came in 50 ml prior. I've never seen a 100 ml bottle on the internet anywhere. I've never seen a listing for this. First, I see that.
We'll see. I don't know. We'll see when it comes in. Maybe they
Well, look,
change the
even if it's the
presentation or
Parfum
something.
Cologne and it was a mess up on the listing,
Still good.
177 is still a deal on that fragrance at full presentation. Normally, it's like 195.
Yeah.
So it's still a deal, and you'll still like it. But I'm hoping 100 ml of Parfum shows up at your door. I've never seen this before because that's a picture of the 100 ml Raja box and it says Elysium Pour Homme on it. I zoomed in on it. So
Yeah, I
apparently
couldn't believe
it's
my eyes.
real and exists.
I could not
Why
believe
is the
my eyes.
pricing so?
I think it was the last bottle, and they were just trying to get rid of it because I bought it, and then there's none left.
That ain't it. Unless they just got some crazy deal in abundance, because that would be the case on why they would sell it so cheap.
Chad, just to answer your question here, yeah, definitely get some samples, dude. And you can also go to Sephora. I like Sephora more than Macy's because Macy's usually the salespeople kind of like attack you, and I don't always
Sephora,
like
they don't
that.
even want to look at you.
Yes, Sephora is like
gotta go
the
get 'em.
bottles are just there. You can grab them, you can smell them. It's way more laid back. I like it a lot more. And also you can just get some like sampler sets. There's a lot of really good deals on sampler sets. There's a Bloomingdale sampler set that I just went through last week on the stream. It's $40. You get like 16 really high quality fragrances for you to try.
That was a hell of a set too.
Yeah, and then there is a Sephora sampler set that does come with a full bottle. I think you get like 10 or 12 of the most popular designer fragrances, and you get to get a full bottle too. So it's a good deal. So definitely sample, my guy, before you buy, especially if you're just getting into it. I cannot stress that enough. Yeah, Sebastian
Yeah, it's like 6,000
I
actually.
think he's got the most of
Yeah, it's
anybody.
like 6,000 or something. And look, this was a while back. He said 6,000. It's bigger than that now.
Yeah, he gets new stuff in. I want to try his juice box fragrance. I have not tried it yet.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Schedule check.
Sebastian, when you want, I'll say it here and now. If you want a technical review, Sebastian's the one to watch. Sebastian's very technical.
Yeah, when I was getting into this before, I would watch his videos and it would just go right over my head. Couldn't even like keep up with him.
Pretty much Justin's favorite channel. Justin still watch. Like as content creators, we don't watch each other that much because we're in it. You know, we're always making content. Live streams are its own beast. We enjoy it. As content creators. We'd rather do the live streams. But as far as watching, just sitting here and watching a review, it's just not a thing. But Justin still watches Sebastian, just like I still occasionally watch Justin because that's his favorite. Justin was my favorite, you know. So there's a certain style you'll stick to, and that's what I would say. If you want a technical review, Sebastian's the one.
Yeah, Justin Copeland, guys. For you guys not familiar, definitely check him out. He'll make you think. He's definitely doing stuff completely
he's
different.
the critical thinking type. Yeah, if you want a reality check on fragrance, watch Justin.
Yeah, it's very different than what I'm doing. I'm like real quick top 10 lists only. You know, almost like TikTok
well, he
on
typically does
YouTube type
lists
thing.
because that's what feeds the momentum and everything. Because Justin's videos do very well, but the topic is going to be very much a topic from him. Like his critical thinking, the way he approaches everything, is what makes him unique in the space because nobody does his content.
Yeah, he's always coming up with new things that he's bringing to the space. He's always pushing the envelope. So
he's critical thinking, whereas Sebastian's technical.
Yeah, if you want to like deep dive into a specific fragrance and notes and all that, Sebastian's got you. Justin does some more videos of like the macro of the fragrance space. He does.
He puts a mirror up to you.
He what?
He puts a mirror up to you. Let's talk about what we're really trying to do here. What does it really mean to you, and what should be important versus what's fluff and filler in the space? He'll make you think. You know,
Vince, you will forever be first in my heart. I'll leave it at that.
There you go.
Vince, you wearing Neffs to the gym today, my guy?
Right.
Let's see. We got 15 minutes till the.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go here in a minute.
So.
Because I got everything set up, but I need to go like actually set up the StreamYard side of it backstage.
No worries, my guy. I really appreciate you coming on. Thank you so much for your time.
Minute or two. Catch
okay,
more comments with you. Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Go use the little boys' room before we get set up. Yeah.
Do your thing, man.
An hour and a half plus, I'm sure.
It's a fraternity over here, man. It's very loose.
So I should just pee in a can.
Yeah, you could, as long as we don't see it on camera.
Very frat house type stuff.
Definitely. Just don't let anybody catch you. That's pretty much how it goes.
Yeah. I'll be on the internet forever. So.
Yeah, exactly. like my speculation earlier.
Yeah.
Kyler, for sure, great sense of humor. Debatable. Vince is to Michael what Jason V is to Ross. Similar dynamic.
Jason's way more of a dick.
Yeah, Vince takes it easy.
Jason's way more of a dickhead.
He also knows that my sense of self and confidence is very fragile. So there's only so far that he can push me till I completely collapse. So
yeah. Settle down there, Captain Self-Confidence.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna be the best smelling kid in preschool.
I could believe it.
Hey man, when his dad's in the game, he's gotta represent like father, like son, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where does IFF come into play in the fragrance world? Well, I know there's certain perfumers that are IFF perfumers, but that's about as much as I know.
IFF is a regulating body. So regulatory body, I guess would be the proper way to say that.
I know like a lot of like Alberto Marias,
and
IFF are two IFF people.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of like the really popular ones are IFF, but there's also people that break out from IFF and start their own.
Well, there's some that'll be contracted. Like Herpen's got his own brand, Precious Liquids, but he's contracted through Mon as well, Richard Herpen. Like he's a Mon 1099 perfumer,
Hmm.
but he also has his own projects separate from Mon, which I'm sure he gets the oils from Mon. Because why
Um,
not? He's part of Mon, you know.
no experiences with those, Giancarlo.
Mm-mm.
Sample sets on $15 right now. Yep, this is a great time to sample. Definitely get your sampling in for.
Great
And
stocking stuffers for the perfume lover in your life.
yeah, absolutely, guys. And even if you don't get a full bottle, 10 ml goes a long way, a lot
You
longer
remember
way
the
than
little
you think.
5 ml mini bottles? You get like a pack of 5, like the Ralph Lauren polos and stuff, like all that.
Mm-hmm.
The Calvin Klein, 5 of them. That's cool stuff to get too. Try different things. That's great for the teenager in your life that you're trying to get into this. Now we can try some stuff. So when his birthday rolls around, you hook him up with a bottle of what was his
Yeah.
favorite.
He does actually have like his whole basement is just
His
fragrance.
entire basement is the perfume library, I believe is what he calls it.
We don't really have basements in California, but I do remember a basement from my time in Colorado.
He's in San Francisco.
Oh, okay. Well, different level, I guess. But typically, no basements in houses because of the earthquake thing. But when you're balling, I guess you can have it all. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Giancarlo.
Yeah, we made it to the bottom. I'm going to make my exit and get my stuff set
Alrighty.
up.
I'll see you over there. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you.
That was Dedrick. I sent him some wrestling stuff. He's finally seeing it because we got our wrestling stream in 2 days. So we're studying up for all the happenings going on in the wrestling world right now. There's a lot of speculation because we're leading into a premium live event this weekend. A lot of storyline stuff. So
Very cool. I learned a lot just from listening to you. So
no, yeah, y'all really want to hear us get passionate. And that's George. I need to go.
all right. Thanks for being here. I'll see you soon.
Amen.
Mr. Ross, everybody. Always love when he comes through on these Wednesdays. Let's talk about one more fragrance and then we'll wrap it up. This is Day 3's Ambar Dominicano. It is a beautiful Coca-Cola fragrance. They are actually running a sale right now. I don't have a link or I'm not sponsored by them. Just letting you guys know, 33% off. Their fragrances usually go for 150, 155, something like that. They're $99 right now, so that's pretty good steep discount, 33% discount. And $100 for a 50 ml with these fragrances is a really stellar deal. I mean, they got fantastic quality, like phenomenal quality. I think Ross mentioned earlier, Mon is the place to get the oils, the same place that I think Creed gets their oils from, the same place that George gets his oils from. So top of the top stuff here. But yeah, you get this Coca-Cola, you get this like lime, and give it a spray here. And you get a little bit of like honey and maybe tobacco as well. My God, it's so good, guys. I remember the first time I smelled Day 3, like I couldn't function. It broke my brain. I had to like pause. Could not operate for an hour and a half because I could not understand like how fragrance could smell so good. Like, how is this possible? But damn. Another cool thing with Day 3, I feel like I'm just, promoting their brand right now. I really love their fragrances. They don't even know who I am though. Just telling you guys because I love them. If you get like a discovery set, I think they're $35. You get that same money off of a full bottle. So you can try them out and then it's like you got the discovery set for free basically if you end up getting a full bottle. So, and the perfumer, the guy behind the brand, he's also the perfumer. His name is Michael as well. He's just a sharp dude who's really into this, and I mean his work speaks for itself. He won an award for La Tacita de Cafe, which is his coffee fragrance. You do get some similarity to La Tacita de Cafe. It does have like that chocolatey nuance, but this one you definitely get more of that like lime and cola. And it's also got this Mama Juana. I actually want to look up what this is because I've been wondering what this is. It's called Mama Juana. Apparently, it's a type of beverage in South America. Are you guys familiar with this? With this beverage, it sounds made up, but it's not. Yeah, here it is. Guy at Bevmo. I want to get this and like try it just to know. I doubt that this is as good as the authentic stuff that you can find. Dominican Republic. Okay, so I was off. It is not South American. I was completely off in my video. It is actually from the Dominican Republic. I screw up all the time, guys. but such is life. When you're an amateur and you're trying to get it going, you make some mistakes. What can you do? But yeah, I guess it's like a rum from the Dominican Republic that has a nice kind of like chocolatey vibe to it. Phenomenal fragrance. Probably the most masculine one as well from day 3, besides maybe Philosophia. But that one was just not to my taste. I know for many people, Philosophia is like the best of the house, but that was the one fragrance that I couldn't really get down on. It's funny, like the popular ones, like I don't care for as much. That and Bonnie were like 2 that I didn't really vibe with as much, and those are typically the most popular ones from the house. But yeah, I'm gonna try to wrap this up before 4 o'clock here, so I can go catch the stream with George and Ross over there on his channel. But if anybody has not, let us know what scent you're going to be wearing for Thanksgiving or any final thoughts. This is probably going to be our final stream until I think maybe on Monday. I'm going to be doing a stream with Randy. I got to text him and finalize that, but I'm pretty sure on Monday, I think we're going to be doing a stream with the Fragrance Dude. If you guys don't know Randy, he's an awesome creator. He definitely showed me a lot of love. Just like Ross, when I just first started my channel with really nothing, no reason to, just out of the goodness of their hearts and just being a cool person. Yeah, just the part of the fragrance space that's really awesome is the people that you meet. That's why I like doing these live streams. That's why I like connecting with you guys. The community aspect is my favorite thing, and that's why I named this channel Fragrance Fraternity, because really don't want to make it about me all the time. Like, yeah, I'm the one on camera, I'm the one talking, but it's really about you guys, your experience, and us collectively together. That's what makes a fraternity. It's not any one person. It's a team game. Yeah, enough ranting, enough preaching. Let me wrap up here with comments. Probably wrap it up here, and then I'll see you guys over at Ross's stream if you want to keep the stream party rolling. And then Patrick and Vince, I'm going to be working on your decants as well during that stream. I'm going to get those sent out to you. So expect some messages. Expect to be hooked up fat. It's supposed to be 10 sprays in 1 ml. So if the fragrance component, probably 10 ml will last long enough. Definitely 10 ml goes a long way, especially once you start to get a large collection. Day 3 fragrances, love their stuff. Hell yeah, they're fantastic, man. Quality's on point. The storytelling's on point. It's great bang for your buck. I have a feeling in a couple of years they're going to get really popular and they're going to be in like the $200 price range. Wouldn't shock me. Need to go back to my discovery set. We sniff Ambar de Wincano. I'll actually, okay, if you already have some, that's cool. But if not, I got another. Every time you buy a bottle from them, they send you little samples, and they sent me a sample of Ambar de Wincano, which I don't really love. It's like, why are you going to send me a sample of what I just got a full bottle of? But if you don't have any left, I can shoot that over to you. Or if Vince, you never tried it. I don't know if you've tried the day 3 stuff. I could send it to you, but one of you two will probably get it. What's up, man? We're just wrapping up here. Thanks for stopping by at the end. If you guys don't mind just hitting that like button on the way out. And I think everyone here is already subscribed. So yes, sir. Most important thing is that we learn from our mistakes and grow. That is true. That is true. Well said. See you on the next one. See you, Joel. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for moderating. Thanks for kicking out that weirdo earlier. Blaine M. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. You all be well. You be well as well, Blaine. I love the little penguin in your avatar, and I appreciate you being here for our final stream before Thanksgiving. R2D2, 1 spray per 10 ml. That's funny. Is there actually a bottle that looks like R2D2? That's pretty dope. I like Star Wars, and that's pretty cool. If the actual bottle looks like R2D2 and you like spray it and it comes out of like where he would like shock people, that's pretty sweet. Yeah, the entire day 3 set. Okay. All right, cool. All right. Sounds good. Peace, love, and respect. Well, that's another live stream here at the Fragrance Fraternity. It has a crazy anonymizer. Okay, I'm gonna have to just look at that bottle just for kicks. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, guys. Enjoy the time with your loved ones. Keep smelling great. I appreciate you guys being here. Fragrance is a funny thing. It's not a necessity in life, but it's something that we enjoy, and it's something that brings us together. And it's kind of like just like the cherry on top of life, right? It just makes life a little bit better. It just makes wherever you're at a little bit more enjoyable. It's an expression of our style, of our personality, of how we like to come across in life. And it's a really beautiful thing that we can afford and wear all these different fragrances and talk about them. And let's not get caught up in the materialism. Let's enjoy it for what it is, uh, for the joy and the happiness that it brings to us. And hopefully use it to serve higher purposes, being better people, having a better attitude, being caring towards others, and making the world a better place. So thank you, God, for allowing us to gather here today, talk about these fragrances, be able to even smell these fragrances and enjoy them. And yeah, just to be free men who smell great. I guess I'll just leave it with that. All right, guys. Appreciate it. I'll talk to you all soon. Hit me up on Instagram if you want to chat about anything and everything. My DMs are open. Have a great day, guys. Take care.